promised you in my last video about sharing a series on how to go about UK driving. Yeah, this is like the first introductory video. In this video, we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about UK driving, from how you can apply for your provisional driver's license, how you can apply for your theory exam and for your practical exam, including how much each of these things cost. This is what this video is going to be about. Then the next one is going to be about the theory aspect, what questions were asked during the theory question. This is something that you like to watch, to know more about. Why not like this video, share this video out, and do not hesitate to smash the subscribe button. Let's go straight into the main business.
I have a guest in the house today. I have somebody who moved to the UK 6 months ago. He came with an international driver's license, but today he's got a UK driver's license to drive both automatic and manual. This person is going to come tell us how he was able to achieve this at one sitting. He scored really good score in his theory at just a single sitting, and for his practical, he aced it at once and he got his driver's license like in a matter of days after his practical exam. Like a big deal. And a lot of opportunities await you when you have a UK driver's license. If you go online, or let me just say now that he has his UK driver's license and he updated his CV, you need to see a lot of employers reaching out to him, including truck drivers, truck companies asking if he can drive. So if you're a dependent, you are under somebody's sponsorship, this is a great opportunity for you. If you have your UK driver's license, then companies can start reaching out to you, especially all this truck driving. If you're a truck driver, you can earn as much as £29 per hour in the UK. So this is a great opportunity for you. That's why I brought my friend, and who doubles as my husband, who just passed his UK driving test and now has a UK driver's license. If today is your first time, coming across my channel, please like this video, share this video out, and don't hesitate to smash your subscribe button. So we're really glad to have you back on this channel. It's been here before, guys. If you haven't watched that video of how to get sponsored job as a veterinary assistant in the UK, we collaborated and made that video. Please try and watch that video. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So the first question I'd like to ask is that what was it like when you first moved to the UK and you saw the narrow road, many road signs? Just dawned on you that, they are using right here, even though you have come with your driver's license. Like, what was the feeling like when you moved here?
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, I made that mistake of not checking online before coming here on how their roads are, how their cars are built, and all those stuff. So immediately I landed, the guy that was supposed to pick me, or that picked me eventually, when I entered the car, I didn't notice that it was even right. So it was like 5 minutes into our journey, I was just like, come, this is actually different from what of things in Nigeria. So I knew it would be a difficult task, or it might be a difficult task. So I just zeroed my mind from driving. But I knew also that my job might entail driving. Few people I first met in UK, the way they were saying it, it was as if it was, they were not driving actually, or they are still not driving now. But the way they painted it was as if it's a huge task.
No, they didn't paint it. Really, driving is a big deal in this UK. To have a UK driver's license,
it's a degree on its own. That's how
there are lots of people that have attempted it severally and failed it. So I think that is what made
that have even spent 10 years in UK and yet they've not
trying to get the license.
British friends that they told me that they can't just drive in. They were born here, but they can't still drive in UK. It's actually something hard, to be very candid, because there are lots of things, road signs, their road network, their roundabout here is crazy. You can see like
and there are so many.
You can see like 3 roundabouts, like 5 seconds away from each other. So for you to navigate it, and the roundabouts are not just maybe one lane roundabout. You can see a roundabout that has 4 lanes around it. So you must not leave your lane for another lane. You must know how to navigate. So it was a huge task, but I knew, since some people were doing it, I should be able to do it.
Achievable.
So that was how I had that mindset.
Mind you, the guy that picked us up from Heathrow Airport was a Nigerian and a student. So he got a car, he got I don't know if he has his
It's the
driver's
international
license.
license.
I think he was driving
He
with
had
his
not
international,
spent 6
and he
months
was doing like helping people that were
pick
just
up.
coming in pickups, and he was getting his money. I think he billed us like how much?
We paid him,
Maybe
yeah,
400
4
pounds.
something. Yeah, he billed us like
400.
450.
That's good business if you know how to drive in the UK. You
Yeah.
don't even have to register under anybody. If you
No.
have links, you have
Yeah, you
connections.
just be picking them up.
Somebody's family member is just coming in, and you don't want them to go through the hassle of, because they've got lots of loads. You don't want them to take bus or train, and they can just reach you. Please pick up this person for us from so place to another place. So it's a really good business that you don't even want to miss out on. How long do you need to have stayed in the UK for you to be able to do the provisional license, get your provisional and register for
Okay.
theory?
Yeah, the steps involved is, if you are coming from outside UK and your country is a country that is not, their driving license is not recognized by UK, like Nigeria, for example. The first thing is you must come with your local license, driving license from Nigeria, the one we use in Nigeria, that is valid. You bring
Not
it,
expired.
it's not expired, valid one. Then you come with an international driving license from Nigeria. So you must come with two. National driving license expiry is 1 year, so you can't exceed 1 year. Assuming you are coming to UK in January and you are bringing your license, your international license, so it can only cover you between January and December of that same year. It cannot cover you till January the following year. But your local one that you were using in Nigeria will still, that one can be 5 years anyway. But you can't use it alone. You must use it in
Together.
collaboration with your national license. So you want to enroll for the UK license, driving license, you will first need to obtain a provisional license. You will do that by submitting your BRP or international passport, either of the two. So you use it to obtain your.
Who do you submit to?
You submit to the post office, or you submit to DVLA. DVLA is drivers, vehicle, maybe local authority. I've forgotten the LA. So you submit it to them through the post office
Around you.
around you. You just submit it to them, post it to them. It's always secured most often. So they will acknowledge that they've received it. So they will tell you that in maybe 15 working days maximum. One thing about UK is they always give a kind of long window for their things, but they will actually beat it down. They can tell you 15 working days, but they can do it in 3 working days. So they always beat their time frame, which is also something good. So they will now send your provisional. You pay a particular amount. You pay if you want to do it physically, like going to the post office. You will pay £29. But if you want to do it electronically, that you don't want to go to the post office, you want to do everything, you want to snap it and send it to them. So that one is electronic form, and that one is a bit higher than the physical one. That one's like maybe £10 difference. So like you're talking about like £39 maximum, £39. So you
So
can
you can either take a picture of your BRP and send to DVLA,
yes
or you go to a post office physically to submit it. So
submit
if you're afraid of giving out your
your BRP.
physical BRP, you can
So
just do it electronically.
yeah, I can do it on the electronically. So that was what I did. And then, so I did the one of physical. So after then, they now sent me my provisional license. So actually,
Alongside your
alongside your
BRP.
BRP and your passport, actually, you can't use your provisional license. The provisional license they are giving you is not for you to start driving with
Driving.
it. With your provisional license, if you want to drive with it alone without your international license with you, you must have somebody that have been driving in the UK for 3 years
It's
that has
licensed.
UK license, driving license. You must have the person beside you,
That's an instructor.
like an
Like
instructor.
an instructor.
It could be your family member too. Anyway, if you have a family member that has spent 3 years in UK and you have your provisional license, maybe peradventure your international license has expired and you want to drive, you have your provisional, you have not passed UK driving test. So you want to drive with your provisional, that's like after 1 year, or maybe your international license has expired. So you must look for somebody that has spent 3 years in UK to stay beside you in the car. You can't drive it alone with your provisional license.
But you can use your international driver's license alone
Alone,
without a a
without
person like
without
an
anybody's
instructor.
sitting beside you.
But with your provisional, you need like an instructor, and you need that L sign on that
You,
car,
you must put L sign on the
because
car.
if you're caught, they'll fine you.
Yes, they're going to fine you, and it could be like 3 points or 6 points, and they might even ban you from driving for so years, or even for life. That's UK for you. So you need to follow suit like that. So after obtaining your provisional license, then you can apply for the theory. They have two types of tests. You have the theory part and you have the practical. Before you do the practical, you must pass the theory. The cutoff point for theory, you have 50 objective questions. The cutoff point is 44. If you score 40, the cutoff point is 43. Also 43, yes, 43. So if you score less than 43, you are going to do it again. And the theory part is in two parts. You have 50 objective questions, and you have another aspect they call hazard perception test. The hazard perception test is just to know how you respond to hazard. Like a boy wants to, you are driving, a boy wants to, a young boy wants to cross the road. How you will quickly apply your brake. Maybe you want to leave your street, and the trailer is running on the main street, and you never know how you will quickly apply your brake. So it's about, they call it hazard perception. So you have 15, you have 14 videos. That one is a video, or they are video tests. They are still part of the theory test. So you will have 14 questions. Out of the 14 questions, one video will have two hazards in it. So, and each hazard is 5 points. So you are talking about 15 questions now, but you are going to answer 14 questions, but one has two videos. So making it two, that one has
Two
two
questions.
questions in one. So everything is now 15 questions. So we have 5 points for each. That's 75 points. So out of the 75 points, you must score 44 over 75. So depending on how fast you are and how you can quickly see a hazard coming to you, you can score 5, you can score 4, you can score 3, you can score 2, you can score 1 or 0. So depending on how you can quickly know that, this is a, they call some potential hazard and they call some developing hazard. So if you see a potential that, this thing is definitely going to be a
And you're
hazard, and
spontaneous
so
about
if you
it,
quickly click, like it's a
you can
computer,
get
yeah,
all
you
the
can get all the
marks
5 marks. But if you are slow, the more
to
you,
detect it.
yes, the more you are slow to detect it, the lesser your mark. So you score 4, you score 3. Imagine you score 3 points in all of the videos. That's 3
15.
times 15, that's 45. You are still a bit safe because you are like a point safe. But you are, if you score 43 over 75, the person has failed.
Mm.
But if you score 50-50 in your objective test, like you all the objectives, you scored 50, you scored
You
everything.
waste your
You now
objective.
scored 43 in the hazard part. You are still not passed, you have not passed your theory. So you must score over, you must,
Did you say the cutoff is 43?
for hazard,
Hazard
for hazard
perception,
is 44.
44.
You must score 44 over 75. For the theory, you must score 43 over 50. So either of the two, if you pass either of the two, you are still not, you have not passed. So you must, for the theory, you must score 43 and above. Then for the hazard, you
You
must
must
score
score
44 and
44
above.
and above over
So I have somebody
75
that just did it. He scored 44 for theory. That's, he passed 44
out
over
of
50.
43.
Out of 43, he scored 44. But for the hazard, he scored 39
Out
over
of 44.
75 out of 44 points that he
He's
needed.
supposed to score.
So he has failed everything. So you need to obtain another form for the theory. And the theory too, you need to pay. You pay for the theory test. The theory test is £27.
And that's for a
For
manual. Maybe it's not the same
no,
for
it's the same
automatic.
for no, it's the same for automatic and manual. For theory test, they won't ask you if you are doing manual or
Oh, okay.
automatic. It's the same
General.
question for
Okay.
either manual or, so far it's a car, because
Okay.
they have different tests for bicycle, they have for
You
motorcycle.
don't mean it. So
Yes.
if I buy a bicycle, I can't just
Yeah.
start to ride.
For bicycle, I don't think they really do tests like that, but it's just like they
I fear.
explain. No, for bicycle, they'll just explain some few things to you. You are not going to do a test, so you must know those things. To that, you need to wear a helmet if you're riding a bicycle.
You need
You need to have
support, a
a kind of
cap.
light. Yeah, you need a kind of light at the back that will
If you'll be
actually.
riding at
Yeah,
night.
if you're riding at night, you need to wear something that is reflective, a jacket that's reflective. Also, all those stuffs, but they don't. But for motorcycle, you must do a test. For so you have for buses, you have for trailers, you have, so it's
Trucks.
in grades. So but for cars, you just need to pass those two aspects. Like you need to score minimum of 43 for your theory, a minimum of 44 for your hazard. So if you pass those two, then you are good to go for the practical.